Next on Good Taste, get your kicks on Route 66, where we've tagged up with America's top pizza winner.
Definitely a shocker.
Then, it's a breakfast taco takeover. We'll sample tacos and salsa at one of the Alamo City's best. Texas Monthly agrees. You could drink this stuff. It is so good. And Texas ranch food gets a reboot in Frisco with upscale versions of home-style eats.
They have the best pot roast.
Our Good Taste restaurant road trip starts right now. Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste and welcome to the historic Route 66 just outside of Amarillo. We're at the famous Cadillac Ranch. People from all over the world come here, and this truly is a place where you can kind of make your mark. There's another spot here in Amarillo that's making its mark. You voted it the best pizza in the country. There are plenty of kicks to get on America's iconic highway, Route 66. Fun and quirky roadside attractions all along the way. From Chicago to LA, running right through Amarillo, where we discovered a very popular pizza place called 575 Pizzeria. This is really good. A spot with a sideshow of its own. Turns out, we weren't the first to discover 575 Pizzeria.
The pizza's fantastic.
This is the best pizza place ever.
The pizza here holds the title of Best Pizza in the U.S., an honor that stunned the chef.
And my body just kind of went numb.
Yep, Urban Spoon's Best Pizza in America is right here in Amarillo, along with super fresh salads and homemade desserts.
Wonderful food, small family feel, it's great.
So, what makes 575's pizza so popular? It starts with a secret recipe for hand-tossed crust, then fresh, chunky tomato sauce, and slightly charred pepperonis in perfect balance with other toppings. Not too much cheese, not too much sauce. All artfully prepared like their best-selling Bender. A meat lover's masterpiece with sweet and spicy Italian sausage, Canadian bacon, that charred pepperoni, and crispy bacon. There's the delectable Doro, a feast of super fresh flavors, melding juicy chunks of chicken, red onions, sweet pineapple, and spicy jalapenos, showered with gooey mozzarella, then dusted with chili powder. But here's the special pie that put 575 Pizzeria on the map. The incomparable Omni, with just the right amount of everything. Tangy tomato sauce, chunks of zesty Italian sausage, sliced black olives, slivered green peppers, portobello mushrooms, and that perfect pepperoni.
It's delicious. We love Brian. He's the best.
He's talking about Brian Kelleher, the mastermind behind these awesome pies. So how did you get in the restaurant business?
Well, started as a server in Joe's Crab Shack. Kind of an embarrassing job. You have to do some dances and all that kind of stuff.
Then Brian danced off to college at Notre Dame.
I still love Notre Dame. It's in my soul, but it just wasn't the school for me.
So Brian went back to waiting tables at a pizza place in Denver, where he discovered his true passion.
My passion is serving. My passion is taking care of people.
A place he also discovered the perfect pizza recipe, something he brought home to Amarillo.
I actually live in Nashville, but I found this place and I thought I'd check it out.
We do live on the crossroads of America between I-40 and I-27. And during the summer, we just see people all the time coming in here from all over.
Bringing a constant flow of road trippers who would stop in for a bite. Then spread the pizza praise, eventually earning 575 a national nod. So tell me about the moment you found out your pizza had been voted the best in the country.
I was like, what? Say that again? And they're like, yeah, you didn't know you won Best Pizza in America, by Urban Spoon. and my body just kind of went numb. Definitely a shocker.
Validated everything, all the hard work and sweat and tears.
Yeah, and you don't get into this business to win awards and all that kind of stuff, but it does. It feels good to be like, wow, this is on a national scale.
Brian taught me how to make his favorite pizza, which isn't on 575's menu, but something you can request.
What we're gonna do is kind of just dust it with flour, get your hands dirty.
All right,
and then you're going to pinch an edge and just let it kind of rotate through your hands.
With fingertips and palms only, we pounded the dough on both sides.
And believe it or not, there is a top and a bottom to the dough.
Really? A little more stretching, shaping.
Holes happen all the time.
Oh, good. I didn't know if you saw that or not.
Holes happen all the time.
The dough is docked, laid on a cornmeal dusted peel, then topped with stewed tomatoes and just the right amount of cheese, fresh basil, and pepperoni. Ching ching. Oh, that's good.
What do you think?
Wash it down with a frosty cold brew or 575's famous signature sangria. Oh, that is good. That's really good. It's all good at 575 Pizzeria. So next time you're cruising Route 66 or just passing through the Panhandle, pull over and grab a slice at 575.
Best pizza I've ever had.
Welcome to my kitchen. One of the things we hope to do in every show is bring you recipes, tips, and tricks to bring that restaurant taste into your home. This time of year, we're all spending more time in the kitchen. We're cooking up heartier dishes and using all kinds of different spices and herbs. I've got a couple of quick and easy ways to make those fresh herbs last longer. For instance, if you're wanting to save rosemary and thyme, all I do is when I get them home from the store is stick them in a little bit of water, use the same plastic bag I had at the grocery store, wrap them like that, put them in the refrigerator, and they're good for at least 2 weeks. Another way to keep other herbs like sage, maybe basil or mint fresh is to use paper towels. What I do is I wash the herbs, take a strip of paper towel. Actually, I like mine to have a little bit of moisture on it. And what I do is I start rolling the herbs. And there's no real right or wrong way to this, but you're keeping a little bit of moisture in there, rolling them up. I would do the same thing to the basil, to the mint, and then the way I store them is just put my little paper towel roll in a plastic bag, seal it up, and you're good to go. Again, you'll get at least a couple of weeks. Try it, see what you think. Coming up next, a hearty helping of hill country cooking. That's better than mom's mac and cheese. From an Alamo City couple putting a spin on comfort food. But next, one of Texas Monthly's top tacos you must eat before you die from a tiny taco house locals adore.
Everything is great here.
More delicious eats when we come back. Good things come from Cisco. Welcome back. There are literally hundreds of taco joints in San Antonio. Everyone has their favorite, especially when it comes to breakfast tacos. But we found one we all agree on, a tiny taco hotspot with lines out the door from a man looking to fulfill his father's dream. When it comes to breakfast tacos, bragging rights are a big deal, especially in San Antonio. So who's got the top taco? Well, if lines out the door and a non-stop busy drive-through don't give you a clue,
It's really, really good.
how about a big stamp of approval from the local paper that boasts Pepe's Taco and Salsa has the best breakfast taco in town, 2 years in a row.
People just keep on coming. They come in 3-4 times a week, and they like it because we know what they like.
So when you won your first Reader's Choice Award, where were you?
I found out here. I got called and they told me about it, and I was really, really happy. I was probably more happy when you called me.
My favorite taco is probably just the bean and cheese.
Carne asada, enchilada plate, everything is great here.
Pepe's is a cheery, bustling neighborhood spot. Lots of smiles here. You can tell there's lots of love. It all starts with this guy. Yep, that's Pepe. a dreamer who wanted to open a restaurant with his dad.
He unfortunately passed away suddenly.
But Pepe didn't let his dream die. In fact, it flourished.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this is like a good go-to spot.
We are really focused on, making sure that you enjoy your meal.
The real secret behind this breakout breakfast? Super high quality ingredients you don't always find in a small mom and pop spot. Piled up here in the award-winning Trash Can Taco. Texas Monthly named this taco one of the 120 tacos you must eat before you die. Its farm-fresh, silky golden eggs are scrambled to perfection with chunky potatoes, creamy refried beans, hearty homemade carne asada, and 2 slices of crispy bacon. All nestled atop a pillowy, soft tortilla. Made fresh in-house multiple times a day.
I love that they have nice fresh salsas.
Spice it up with one of Pepe's 8 signature salsas. A little kick, but not much. From tangy, you could drink this stuff. It is so good. It's so smoky. To full on fire.
Now we're getting serious.
Now, I think that's really good. It's spicy, but there's a lot of flavor there. Pepe's doesn't stop at breakfast. It also boasts a full menu of terrific Tex-Mex soups and entrees, all at incredibly affordable prices.
I like their Mexican plate.
Pepe's Gumbo Plate is a bestseller for good reason, with an authentic cheesy enchilada, crispy beef taco, and tender pork tamale, all topped with chili con carne.
I also like shrimp Luis style.
He's talking about the Camarones Luis, a beautiful dish with plump Gulf shrimp, sautéed with fresh onions and peppers, topped with sour cream and melted Monterey Jack cheese, served with gently seasoned rice and grilled veggies.
I love those.
Jose Pepe Tamez has been in the restaurant biz most of his life, working for others.
I started washing dishes. I've bartended, I waited tables, I've cooked.
His dream? To open a restaurant with his very adventurous dad, who was once an Olympic bobsledder. He and his brothers were on the Olympic team for Mexico?
They were the Mexican bobsled team.
Sadly, Pepe's father passed away suddenly. But Pepe held on to the dream of opening his own restaurant. Pepe's mother stepped in.
Thank you.
So I'm very blessed in a lot of ways.
His delicious recipes are a blessing to diners, all right, like this lightened up spinach enchilada with shredded chicken grilled alongside baby spinach leaves. Who says Tex-Mex can't be healthy, right?
That's right.
Wrapped in a warm corn tortilla, all smothered in a creamy spinach sauce with a little cheese on top. That's good. I love it. It's really good.
The food is amazing.
So I love it.
I know you will too. Salsas there are fantastic. My wine finds are coming up, but next, a modern mom and pop making cowboy grub more contemporary and delicious.
The food is amazing.
Keep your seat. Good Taste will be right back. Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by H-E-B. Leave behind the bright lights of the big city for a simpler place. Modern yet nostalgic, Barnlight Eatery in Frisco is a throwback to the ranch hand days of old. Homey cowboy grub made new.
The food is amazing. It's very low-key, but it's also a more high-end dining.
With a fun watering hole to wet your whistle. This has bacon, that's amazing, that feels as friendly as a cowboy's tip of the hat.
So the neighborhood feel of it is awesome.
It's really refreshing to have a restaurant that's a mom and pop.
The mom and pop behind Barnlight are husband and wife, Philip and Christina Doyle, both sixth-generation Texans who specialize in what they call elevated comfort cuisine.
We wanted to be the kind of neighborhood restaurant where people could get a good home-cooked meal.
I would call it home-cooked meal kicked up a few notches.
Yes.
The name Barnlight pays tribute to the light bulb, a revolution of sort that gave farmers the ability to work after sundown. You might say the Doyles are revolutionizing Texas classics.
They have the best pot roast.
Ring the triangle for this modern makeover of a meaty classic, the Zinfandel pot roast. Fork tender, slow braised beef, plated on a pillow of fluffy mashed potatoes with garden fresh broccolini and tender baby carrots, bathed in a silky Zinfandel sauce, garnished with crunchy baby frisee.
So I come here for the chicken sandwich.
You'll want to taste it too. It's a crispy, hand-breaded chicken fried chicken sandwich, resting on a bed of lettuce, tomatoes, and onions, atop a homemade bun, all soaked with lime vinaigrette and a generous drizzle of chipotle cream, paired with light-as-air potato chips and house-made quick pickles.
The pork and slaw sandwich. I can't get enough of it.
He's talking about the pork and slaw sandwich with melt-in-your-mouth slow-braised pork on a mountain of pickled onion cabbage slaw, oozing with more of Barnlight's signature chipotle cream sauce.
It's probably the best barbecue sandwich I've ever had.
Make sure to save room for dessert, each made fresh daily, like Christina's cookies and milk. And vanilla bean creme brulee, silky beneath its burnished crust with a scratch-made sugar cookie. Or, to die for, bread pudding, made with buttery homemade biscuits, white chocolate, coconuts, and pecans, and a luscious custard topped with a rich vanilla cream sauce. Hungry yet?
Yeah, just a real good family feeling.
My grandfather was a foreman on a 30,000-acre ranch.
Oh, wow.
My grandmother used to cook the food and take it out to the ranchers.
Philip and Christina share personal history too. Both grew up in San Antonio.
We just kind of clicked. We've been together ever since.
And both have a love for cooking.
She said, you should just go to culinary school. You seem to have a knack for it, so.
And while he went to classes, Christina turned her passion for pastries into a career.
So I basically taught myself, got my foot in the door in a restaurant, and the rest is history.
She poured her creativity into the bar menu too, mixing up delicious drinks like the Barnlight cocktail, the refreshing blackberry citrus wine cooler, and lemonade with cherry-infused vodka and a red swirl of grenadine. What do you want people to take away from this?
That you had actual real food. We're cooking from scratch here and making everything, so the food speaks for itself.
Barnlight's chicken fried shrimp will definitely get you talking. So what's the difference between fried shrimp and chicken fried?
Well, they're both fried.
Yeah.
What we do is a little twist. We use a chicken fried chicken breading as opposed to the breadcrumb, which is traditional.
Gulf shrimp go from flour to an egg-free batter and back to flour. A double dip that makes them extra crispy. Look how pretty those turned out. You've done that a time or two.
Nice and crispy.
To round out the plate, Philip transforms typical mac and cheese with a rich, onion-infused cream sauce.
Like you're making French onion soup, and then we just strain out all the onions and add the cream with it.
So you get that rich onion flavor. Then, instead of a skillet, Philip sautés a delicate spinach side in a stainless steel bowl. I've never seen anyone cook in a stainless bowl before. Just a kiss of heat keeps it fresh and green. The shrimp is plated in a puddle of remoulade, topped with smoky sweet chipotle apricot sauce. I'm dying to try that French onion cream. That's better than Mom's mac and cheese. And the shrimp?
It's very good.
You'll want to try everything on the menu here too. And don't worry if you can't come before dark. They'll leave the light on for you.
There's not a thing on the menu that we haven't tried, and we've loved everything that we've had.
Time for my wine finds, and we're talking some luscious Cabernets that pack a lot of punch for the price, plus a delightful Sauvignon Blanc from France. Let's start with the white. This is Pearl de Sauvignon Blanc. Check out the little strand of pearls around the neck. It also has a glass cork.
The Sauv Blanc is made by the very well-respected Gerard Bertrand in southern France. Made from organic grapes, and it's perfect for seafood, vegetarian dishes. It's got really bright citrus flavors. It also has a hint of vanilla, and that comes from being aged a few months in French oak. It's about $15 a bottle. Moving on to the reds, a Cabernet from a producer you can always depend on, Joseph Carr. This cab is made in the Paso Robles region, which has a huge fluctuation of temperatures every single day. Cool at night, very hot during the day, so you get a full-bodied, rich Cabernet with silky tannins. The Joseph Carr goes great with meats of all kinds, but it's very nice all by itself. It's priced at about $20 a bottle. Up next, the Fortress Cabernet. This is a Sonoma Cabernet with dark fruit like blackberries, cassis, and pomegranate with a silky finish. There's even a little hint of sweet pipe tobacco, which kind of reminds me of my grandfather. If you're having a special steak for dinner, then this is your wine. It's priced at about $28 a bottle. As always, I found all my wines at H-E-B.
Keep your seat. You'll want to find out how you could win a relaxing weekend at the beautiful Houstonian Hotel and Spa. We'll be right back. Sign up right now at goodtaste.tv for a chance to win a luxurious weekend at the Houstonian Hotel. I want to remind you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And as always, if you missed any of today's show, you can catch it online at